Welcome back to the podcast, the Fuck My Work Life podcast.
Oh, wow. Have you been practicing your radio announcer voice over the past week?
No, I just didn't know how to start, so.
Yeah, so welcome to the Fuck My Work Life podcast. This is the podcast where we read your work stories to you, and then we laugh about it, and, I don't know, try to have a good time.
We try to.
Yeah.
I mean,
beer helps.
Yeah. I got my little Coronita.
It's so cute. It's
I know.
So little.
I went to the store today. I was like, I'm going to get a 6-pack of Coors or Corona.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked into the little liquor store by our place. I went back there. I was like, okay, extra, not the light. I grabbed it, paid for it, got in the car, got home, grabbed it out of the car when I got home. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I got the little baby ones. They're 7 ounces. So
you finished that in like 2 sips.
Yeah. I pretty much got a 3-pack.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck.
But that's fine. We got to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You'll be happier tomorrow.
I'm probably going to go get another Coronita 6-pack. I mean,
they're really cute, and I haven't had a chance to have one because I knew it was only like 3 beers for you. So I didn't drink it. I am drinking a beer from Slow Brew out of San Luis Obispo. It is their pink lemonade lager, which was like a special brew last summer that, as you know, I spent months trying to find around here.
And it was right around the corner.
It was right around the corner, but you could order them online, but you had to order
48.
Oh, I think, maybe like 24, 48. And I hadn't tried it. So I was like, I'm not going to buy that much beer if I don't like it.
2 fucking cases of beer.
But of course, we found a couple 4-packs that place down the street, and it's delicious. And I'm really hoping they brew it again this summer, because then I will order the case of it, because I know I like it.
This podcast is brought to you by Coronita Extra and Slow Brew. So send us some free shit.
Yeah.
Maybe beer.
I accept payment in beer.
Yeah. In beer or like
money's good.
T-shirts. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
I know. We can dream, right?
Yeah, I mean.
But yes, free beer is always appreciated. So anyway, it's the weekend. We tend to record on the weekends.
Yep, Saturday.
But it's Sunday.
Oh, shit, it is Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
We usually record on Saturday.
Yeah. So.
But
weekend's almost over.
Someone wasn't feeling up to it yesterday, so.
I wasn't in the mood to podcast yesterday. Sorry, folks. You will still hear this when it comes out on Wednesday, no matter when we record it. We worked yesterday, and so when we got home, I was just tired, and I wasn't in the mood to speak into a microphone, I guess. But, you know.
I'm down for it anytime. I don't really get out of the mood. I mean,
well, I don't
even know if you're like in the mood to podcast. I guess you can be, but
well, you can definitely in a mood to not podcast.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
look, just throw a couple beers down my face, and
you won't stop talking.
I don't give a shit.
That's right. We hope you guys are all having a great week.
Yeah,
enjoying whatever you may be doing.
This week was long.
It was very long.
It was long. By Wednesday, I was like, I'm done. I want it to be the weekend. So I'm going to treat every night like the next day I'm off.
Yeah.
And I drank.
Yeah.
And it hurt.
Slept on the couch.
Slept on the couch because I snore like a bear.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it when you sleep on the couch, because usually I can't sleep because you're snoring like a bear.
Yeah. You know, I found out this week that fuck White Claw, because I had 9 White Claws one night, and the next day was fucking horrible. But then that night I had 10 Coronas, and the next day or 10 Coors Light, and the next day I was fine.
Well, Coors Light is pretty easy to digest, I think.
Yeah, but you think sparkling water beer,
but it's sweet. I feel like any alcoholic sweet thing, I can't really drink super sweet cocktails anymore because it's just bad.
It definitely made me reflect on how I used to drink.
Yeah.
I do not understand how I got through every single day, because every single day I woke up with half a liter of fucking vodka in my stomach.
Yeah.
The next day, and still like got up, went to work. I think that's why everybody at work thinks I'm an asshole, because I probably was, because I was just
hungover.
fucking 24/7 hungover.
Yeah. I don't like feeling that way anymore. I don't drink too much anymore because
You never really drank too much?
There were times.
Yeah, there were times where
it's usually
I know there were times.
It's usually when I don't do that at home. It's when we go out with friends, which we haven't done in the past year.
Yeah.
So I haven't had that opportunity, but I don't like that feeling of just your heart's pounding, your stomach hurts, the room is spinning. It's not fun, but I do enjoy like a nice light buzz. That's a fun place to be.
Yeah.
And anyway, this is the alcohol podcast, I guess. But we drink because we work.
Fucking A.
So that's how that ties into that.
And we work because we want to drink.
So we've got a few stories, few emails from listeners today.
Yep.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
However you want to do it. It's your podcast, remember?
That's right. It's all mine. Inside joke. Okay. Why don't you start? Because my second one is pretty good. Actually, I don't care. Whoever.
I'll start.
Okay.
Because you're back and forth right now. So
I'm a Libra. I can't make decisions.
I'm just going to take the lead. So the first story that I have is called The Poke. This is really my husband's story, but he doesn't listen to podcasts.
What's wrong with him?
Probably many things. I mean...
I forget that we're lucky that we have jobs where we can just put our headphones in and listen to whatever all day. There's a lot of jobs where people can't do that.
Yeah.
But it always shocks me when people are like, I've never listened to a podcast where that's all I listen to all day long. Okay, anyway.
He used to work for a grocery chain as an assistant manager, which just meant that he had to work messed up hours and do everything except cleaning the bathroom.
That's right. That's newbie's job.
Yep. That's always the new guy's job. And picking up shit in the middle of the floor.
That's right.
That one still gets me.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go back and read go listen to our episode Shit Show. I think that was episode 3. Yeah, episode 3.
One late night, he was stocking the shelves and he was bent over. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden, he felt a firm poke right in his butthole.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. He jumped up and turned around to see a very kind, curious expression on a developmentally disabled young man's face. Oh. His mother was very apologetic and felt really bad. He let her know that he understood and it was okay. No harm done. This did lead to endless amount of workplace butthole jokes for the rest of the time he worked there. And also, he asked me every once in a while for some very weird things in the bedroom. And I wonder if this is the stem of it all.
They did not say that.
Oh, no, that's not. Oh, that's not in the story. I'm sorry. I could have. I don't know.
No.
Maybe I made that up.
I think
because
you
I
made
thought
that last
it's a
part
good
up.
ending to the story.
I'm glad that guy was a good sport about it. There are some people out there that probably wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure there's some people who...
He was sweet about it.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Lost their shit.
Yeah. Some people are jerks, but this guy sounds like a nice guy.
But could you imagine, like...
Getting poked in the butthole at work?
Getting poked in the butthole and turning around and just seeing some guy standing there?
Smiling. It's kind of strange, but sweet.
Anywho.
Oh, take a drink, everyone.
Yeah, my beer's gone.
Okay. Do you want to pause for a beer break?
What, and go to the store?
Oh, you're out completely?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, give me some credit. They lasted a couple hours. It's basically a 3-pack.
Yeah.
That would usually last 45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do our next story?
Of course.
Anywho.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, this email is entitled Janitor. My first job was being a summer janitor for the school system during my college summer break. We scraped gum, cleaned desks, cleaned lockers, etc. 7 a.m. to 3:30 Monday through Friday. It turned out to be a pretty sweet gig for a college-age person. They didn't care if you were hungover and smelled like a bar. I've gone to work like that a few times. Not in the recent years, but when I was younger.
I've had someone mention to me that I smelled like a bar.
Yeah. I remember we did a 5K once.
Oh, yeah.
And you drank so much the night before, and we were jogging along, and someone jogged up next to you and was like, dude, you smell like vodka.
Yeah. Well,
you were just sweating it out your pores.
I think we were drinking 100 proof vodka.
Oh, I wasn't.
I was.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Turned out to be a pretty sweet gig for a college-aged person. They didn't care if you were hungover and smelled like a bar. There were a few times they would stick me in a room to clean desks, and I'd just take a nap for the first hour or so. One time I asked to clean bathrooms, mainly out of necessity. That was a rough day. Ooh, that's that feeling I was talking about before, where you just need to throw up.
Yeah, but that's asking to clean the bathrooms because you need to throw up. That's pretty much you're gonna throw up.
Yeah,
there's no way you can be hungover like that and go clean bathrooms and not
throw up. Our supervisor would always smoke out behind the school.
Yeah,
for you younger listeners, and if you don't know what smoke out means, he was smoking weed.
Yeah, man.
I don't hear people say smoke out anymore. A few of us climbed up onto the roof with buckets of water and drenched him. We did it a few times that summer.
Did they get his joint?
Probably.
That's fucked up.
They don't care.
That shit costs money.
Well, don't smoke it at work.
Maybe he needs to.
Maybe.
It's legal now.
It's still funny, I think.
Yeah, it is.
One year, they had us strip a gym floor. There were 4 of us, all college kids who had no experience with floor polishers/sanders, let alone whatever kind of acidic concoction they gave us to use to remove the varnish on the floors. That sounds like a horrible idea.
So they were getting it high at work, too.
They told us what to do, gave us some rubber gloves, and said something like, you have a week to do this. It was a large gym. The first time I used a floor sander, I slammed it into the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like those big, powerful things, right? That just kind of circulate.
They're so much fun.
Someone would slap on the stripper chemicals, then use the sander, and then rinse. The chemicals would get under your gloves, and it would take a minute to feel the burning sensation. Ooh. People would just suddenly run for the bathrooms to rinse the chemicals off. And what I forgot to mention, the sander and chemicals made the floor super slippery, so you had to penguin run, and in parentheses, no idea how a penguin runs, but that's the only way I could describe it. That's the only way I could describe it, to the bathroom. I had chemical burns all over my arms.
I just imagine someone with their hands out to their sides.
Like straight.
You know, like how cheerleaders come out onto the stage?
I've never seen a cheerleader run like a penguin, but...
Whatever.
That sounds like a very dangerous job. Here, kids that are mostly hungover, here's a bunch of toxic chemicals.
In a big machine.
In a big machine. Yeah, I think everyone must have been high at that place.
Yeah, I think you would have had to be.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Do we want to do another one?
No.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Fuck you.
That's not friendly.
That's right. This one is called Grocery Guard. When my husband was a teenager, he worked in a grocery store. Let's pretend it was in Ohio or something. Okay. There was a security guard who walked up to my husband while he was moving carts and asked him if he'd be willing to become a security guard if he helped him get his certificate for it.
He's just recruiting security guards in the parking lot.
He needed someone to take his post because he sold drugs on the side and he fucked up. Well then, or something happened, but now they are looking for him. Jesus shit.
Run in the other direction.
Yeah. At this point, I asked my husband, weren't you afraid they would mistake you for him and harm you instead? But my husband said, nope, he was Russian. My husband most definitely isn't even close to looking white, so he was safe. He got his certificate right away, got accepted for the job, and was told to start that same day he got certified. Problem was, he was scheduled at that exact store he was supposed to be guarding to bag groceries. He walked up to the manager in a security uniform and said, hi, so, I quit, but also I'm reporting for duty as your new security guard. The manager was livid. He called the security company and said absolutely not. But they needed people, so they told him, sorry, we aren't firing him. But we can move him into a different location tomorrow. I don't know why, but this story always made me laugh so hard.
It's pretty funny. It makes me not have any faith in the security guards if you can get certified in like a day.
Yeah. And also they're fucking drug dealers who
Yeah.
have people chasing them.
Right.
Like,
Here, take my position.
I'm guessing if they're dealing drugs and have people chasing them, they're not giving a fuck who's stealing shit from your
Right.
grocery
I wonder
store.
if his certification was even legit. He's like, here's a piece of paper. You are now certified. Report for duty. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. Our last email of the day is entitled Bathroom Magic. I wonder if this was inspired by episode 3 shit show as well.
Could be.
Bathroom stories. Okay. While working at a large corporation, I made one of my daily trips to the men's room in quotations. And then they say, can you still say that? Or is it now the unisex restroom or the unisex relief station? It's not a bathroom, not a bathtub in sight. This guy's ready for a stand-up routine.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a larger restroom with several stalls and sinks. When I finished with my duty at hand...
The guy dutied in his hand?
Why did he duty in his hand? I would wash my hands. Well, they're okay. At least he's washing afterwards.
I hope so. You just dutied in it.
With soap and water and dry them with a paper towel and then shoot the paper towel across the room to the large trash can, basketball style. This had become an automatic routine. One day, when I went to make my winning basketball shot and made it, it seemed a bit different. It seemed my shot had a little more velocity to it. Maybe he's got a doo-doo in it. For a nanosecond, I thought, weird, and then went back to my workstation. About 15 minutes later, I was rubbing my hands and fingers trying to figure out the problem on my computer screen when I suddenly noticed my wedding ring was gone. My first thought was, oh shit, followed by a surge of fear and panic. Where the fuck is my ring? Uh-oh.
I've gotten past that. I've misplaced my wedding ring
all the time.
Multiple times a week.
It's always ends up in the pocket of your shorts.
Yeah.
Then I remembered the sound my game-winning basketball shot made just minutes before. Bingo! I ran back to the men's room and started digging through the paper towels in the trash can. As luck would have it, I found my wedding ring. That's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I put it back on and noticed a few guys just standing there watching this idiot digging in the men's room's trash can. I gave up bathroom basketball after that day.
Yeah, I think if these were people you worked with and they saw you digging through the trash can, like, my first thought would be like, idiot threw something away that he shouldn't have thrown away. You know, I definitely, and if it was me digging through the trash can, I'm at work. What do you think I'm digging? What, you think I'm looking for like my lunch or some shit? You know, like I threw something away.
It's always kind of
Yeah.
Weird when you think you're alone and you turn around and there's people just watching.
If I was having a conversation with someone who wasn't there while digging through the trash can, that would be a little different.
That would be alarming for sure. But that didn't happen.
No, unfortunately.
At least
he didn't put it in. They didn't put it in the story.
They said men's room.
Oh,
so I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
Well, you know what they say when you assume.
You make an ass of you and me. You said ass.
I remember when I was like 10 or 11 years old and I heard that for the first time. It blew my mind.
Why?
The assume, ass, you, me.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, holy shit. Blew my mind. And it's been my favorite saying forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's it for our emails today. This is another kind of mishmash.
Yeah. Kind of a short one.
Kind of a short mishmash episode. We have a few stories that were sent in that we kind of want to build theme episodes around.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to share those. So this is our request for you listeners to send in your stories that kind of go along with the following themes. So we are looking for workplace romance stories, whether you met your lifelong partner at work or had an office romance that went wrong. We'd love to hear those types of stories.
Or tell us someone else's story.
Yeah. You know, a cute story that wasn't necessarily yours. Send that in. We're also looking for true crime related workplace stories.
Ooh.
I love anything true crime, as do a lot of people nowadays. So we have gotten a couple stories that while at work kind of got tied into either a crime that happened or witness to something. So if you have anything along those lines, please send in those stories.
Yep.
And then we're also looking for prank stories. So workplace pranks, office pranks, anything like that. We'd love to hear those kinds of stories. So please send those in. And it doesn't have to just be under those themes. Any workplace story you guys have, send them in to us at fmwlpod@gmail.com. Jay is nodding.
I am nodding. I guess I'm supposed to say fmwlpod@gmail.com.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has sent in stories so far.
Yes, thank you very much. We've gotten a kick out of them.
Yeah,
and they've helped.
We're really enjoying reading them. We also want to thank everyone who has taken a few seconds to rate and review our podcast. We really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to follow us on social media, we're at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at FMWLPod. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
It's Sunday.
Sunday. I guess the whole not really in the podcasting mood has leaked slightly into today.
Maybe. I mean,
I'm just tired. It was a really long week.
Yeah, this week was long.
So thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you so much.
Please
remember,
send in your stories. Sorry, go ahead.
Send in your stories. fmwlpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at fmwlpod, and also the same for Twitter.
And stupid Facebook.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, do that one too.
And we are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher.
We're pretty much
Spotify.
Available anywhere that you get your podcasts, right?
Most places. iHeartRadio. I think the only one we're not on is Amazon Music. But I don't know. Does anyone actually use that?
I don't know.
So yeah, we're easy to find.
Yep, very easy.
All right, thank you everyone for listening to Fuck
Thanks
My
for
Work
listening.
Life. Bye.
Bye.